I did so many takes on this video, and I tried to even film on my phone and it just did not go to plan because this phone had let me export the video to my computer for some reason. So I found out a new technique that I'm just hoping that it will be so smoothly, so a million times lucky, right? But yeah, so if you can see myself in that camera over there, just ignore that because I'm over here and we're gonna get into the video and it's gonna be a good one. Today we are going to be diving in to something a little bit uncomfortable, but it's also for your own good, because by the end of the video, if you're one of those people that are really scared to be stepping out of your comfort zone, then this is the right video for you. So keep on watching and I'm going to be diving into my own experiences that will help you hopefully motivate yourself doing what you do best, and that is stepping outside your comfort zone. But without that being said, I would so much appreciate if you subscribed over here and a like and comment down below. So much love and appreciation on my channel, that will mean so much to me. And yeah, let's get into the video. Going with my experiences, I am someone that loves to be out my comfort zone when I'm on holiday. The reason being because I am nowhere near home. I am not in my comfort zone home, right? I'm not in the UK, I'm nowhere near, I am miles away. So for that, I have every reason to be outside of my comfort zone. I need to take advantage of that, right? So for me, every holiday, unless if I really want a relaxing holiday, but every holiday I try to make it a challenge for myself, make it adventurous, make it something I'm going to look back and oh my god, I've done this and I'm so proud I did this, because it is so important to set these little goals. Anything that you do, doesn't have to be what I'm going to discuss, anything. It's so important to challenge yourself, take an extra push yourself up that ladder, because you know you can do it when you set your mind to it. So my experience when I went to Jamaica last year, me and my dad went on this rock climbing on the river type of situation. I don't know what you would call it, but here's a picture somewhere here. If I find it, I'll put it up here somewhere. And at first I thought that I was not going to do it. I was like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? And I was just like, Angela, you just take a leap and jump on one rock and you will be fine. Trust me, you got this. You wouldn't sign yourself up for it if you know you're not capable of not doing it, right? So, wait a minute, that just came out so wrong. You're not going to sign up for something if you know you are capable of doing. You know what I mean, right? I just can't get my words in place. But so I was just like, okay, sure, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the first step, and it was getting so much harder at the beginning, right? So I was just thinking, oh, should I just step out in like the middle of it, because you can cut in between when they have like little sections where you can just cut in between and I don't need to finish the actual thing. So that's what I was thinking to do, but I just kept telling myself, I can do it. This is a challenge for myself, I can do it. This is not something I've done before, like at all, I've never done this before. So I just kept going and going, and I kind of got myself into a rhythm in it, and I'm just really enjoying the experience. It was just something to look back on now, and I'm just so grateful that I did that, because if I let myself down and said, okay, I need to back out of this, that's not doing me any favour, right? So I kept going and pushing forward. And another example, I went paragliding, and that was alone a bit of experience. Like these experiences, I went with my dad and we went away, so we actually, looking back at it, I'm actually made memorable experiences with my family. So I'm looking back at it as a positive note, because I know I've done that. But with this one, we went paragliding. The first attempt ever, I just sat on the paraglide seat thing, what you call it, and I was terrified. You know when they're just about to lift it up, I couldn't handle it, so I jumped off. I was like, I am not doing it, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. That was me at the start. The second time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I was literally shaking inside, like I was just like, I need to back out, like this is too much. And I just jumped on the seat, and luckily I wasn't alone. I had my dad with me on, because they had like 2 sets of seats, so not just one, so that made it a lot more easier for me. But throughout the whole experience, I was enjoying the view, don't get me wrong, but every time when I jumped down, I was terrified for my life. And I think my dad was also anxious and very keeping it together, but trying to keep it together for me, because if one of us go crazy, we're just not gonna, it's just gonna be like a very not an easy time. So one of us probably had to get it together. I stayed calm, and I just kept looking at the view, and I'm so glad I did that, because I basically saw the whole island, and it was quite a nice experience, and something to always look back on with that. Another one is when I went to Barbados and I dived in the ocean. It was on the boat, and it was like a pirate boat thing that we went on, and I just dived. I was just so close to backing out again, but I went for it, and I enjoyed that adrenaline rush. At one moment I nearly backed out, because you know that film Jaws? I just thought a shark was just gonna come like with open teeth out in the ocean and eat me. So I was thinking twice of doing it, but I didn't let that stop me from doing what I promised myself I was gonna do, and I enjoyed it. I was like, yes, boosting, like cheering me on, and it was just amazing, right? So you can see the pattern here. Is what I'm trying to explain. I take challenges to the next level to an extent. I'm not going to go crazy all overboard, jump out of a plane, none of that. This is something that I know I'm capable of in my own way, and I know that I can achieve it. So when you know you can achieve something, do it because you know you're capable of, and get out of that comfort zone. I'm gonna go into personal growth. Personal growth links with also interacting with people. If you are wanting to put yourself out there, but you're so scared and you just put yourself in a corner, you're on your phone, you're in a group of, so like a surrounding or group of people, you're on your phone, you're not looking up, you're just being in your own self, but not being present. You're not putting yourself out there, and you're not letting yourself grow as a person, because you might learn something. If you speak to somebody and make conversation and speak with them for hours and hours, not hours and hours, but for a good amount of time, and you might learn something about yourself. You might learn a bit about your personality that you did not know that it was there, because you discovered it you discovered it while you were talking with that person for the very first time. So it's very important to recognize that, and take that step forward, because you will notice that personality grow as well. It will help you, especially in situations. So like, for example, if you're a student and you're scared of speaking in front of people, and you have to do a group presentation, and you're scared of speaking to the whole class, you have to just take that fear aside and just think, I'm going to say the best sentence or scenario or anything. I'm going to say the I'm going to do the best presentation that people are going to be like, wow. I'm not even going to think about that I'm scared. Well, why be scared? This is to do with my grade. I want to make I want to have the best grade out of this once I say what I need to say, because I've worked so hard on it. There's no need to be afraid. Something like that. You get the idea. And just talking to people, like I said, you'll discover yourself. Like for me, I definitely got it from my mum in the terms of I saw how she was talking to other people, interacting with them, and just being her authentic, natural self in conversations, and that just kind of helped me along the way. And slowly I just implemented that like on my day-to-day. So for example, if I'm I wouldn't just like speak to someone on the train, but if I was in situations and I was speaking to someone in a group of people, I'm able to do that. Before I wasn't, because I was the most introverted person ever. I'm not saying that you have to do that all, but for me that was the case. Like I was following someone like who I look up to, and that helped me. I'm thinking, okay, if my mom can be like that, I can as well. So that's how I saw it in that terms of getting away with discomfort. And I feel like I've grown as a person, and my personalities have shifted and transformed along the way, because I used to be like the most quietest person. I'm not this chatty, unless if you know me, I am just not that chatty at all. So that definitely helped me. And yeah, so definitely put yourself out there in situations that are just, will help you grow, teach you lessons. That is the beauty of life. Fear of failure is only because you're putting it into your mind that you are afraid of the unknown. You need to reframe that into something positive, saying that, okay, if you make a mistake, that's fine. And that's what's stopping you, because you're thinking, I'm not going to succeed into where I want to be or what I want to do, and I'm not going to succeed on that. That's not the mindset. You need to think it's okay to make a mistake, because I know that I'm going to progress and it will improve in good time. We don't want to have the mindset of that I'm going to give up because I want to avoid having to fail because it's just not worth it, I'm not good enough. Don't have that mindset. Change it, reframe it, and say this to yourself. Say this, pause this video for a moment and say it to yourself, and see which one speaks better to you and how you feel when you're also speaking it out loud. You will definitely see the difference.